In today's episode, let's talk about spread, pips, leverage, and margin. Hi guys, welcome to the 6th episode of the Beginners to Pro series. In this episode, we will discuss widely on what a spread, pips, leverage are. Let's get started. So let's take the definition of what a spread is. This is typically the difference between a broker's sell rate and buy rate when exchange of currencies are being made. Let's take an example. And in this example, we use Euro USD as a use case scenario. Let's say Euro USD has an ask price of 1.0766 while it has a bid price of 1.0774. To get the spread, you subtract the ask price from the bid price, which is 1.0766 minus 1.0744. Then you multiply it by 10,000. That will give you an approximate of what? 2 pips spread. Let's take another scenario. Let's say we have GBP USD and the ask price for the GBP USD is 1.2650 and the bid price is 1.2630. You do the same math. You subtract the ask price from the bid price, which is 1.2650 minus 1.2630. Then you multiply it by 10,000. That will give you an approximate of what? 20 pips spread. Let's take the definition of what a pip is. Pips, which is also known as percentage in point, is known as the smallest unit that an exchange rate can provide based on foreign exchange convention. Let's take an example of that and understand what a pips is, okay? If Euro USD moves from 1.0773 to 1.0777, to get the pips, what do you need to do? You need to subtract what? 1.0773 from 1.0773, then multiply it by 10,000. That will give you approximately of what? 4 pips, which means Euro USD just made 4 pips moves from what? 1.0733 to 1.077. Now let's take another example. Let's say Euro USD moves from 1.07721 to 1.08142. To calculate this, you actually do the same thing you've done before. You subtract 1.08142 from 1.07721. Then you multiply it by 10,000. That will give you an approximate of 42 pips. That means if Euro USD moves from 1.07721 to 1.08142, it just made a pips of 42.1 movement. Let's take the definition of what a leverage is. This is the capital a broker or an exchange borrows the trader to enable them explore the market. Example of let's take an example. If a trader just has $100 and wants to use a leverage of 50, that means the trader can leverage up to what? 5,000. Now how do we get this maths? To calculate this math, all you need to do is what? You multiply the capital and the leverage will give you the total funds that trader can control. That is, once you multiply $100 times 50 will give you an approximate of $5,000. So that is the total money that trader can actually control. Now let's take the definition of what a margin is, which is the last but not the least. Margin is typically the required amount a trader should have to open their position. Let's say a trader makes a deposit of $100 with a 50 leverage and wants to make a profit of $1,000 from that initial $100 in which that trader has deposited. The trader is required to use what? 20% of their capital. Okay, now to get this calculation, that means the trader will multiply $20, which is that capital, which is that 20%, times 50 to get 1000%. or $1,000. Okay, so all the trader needs to do is what? You take that 20%, which is $20, and you multiply it by your leverage, which will give you what? $1,000. It's just a simple math. Get 20% of what you want to get or what you want to use and multiply it by the leverage. Just find a figure that suits with your leverage to bring out that figure, and you're gonna get the whole amount of money you are or you need to use to what? Stay in that position. It's just a simple math. And that is all for today's episode. See you guys in the next episode. Thank you.